So, Chris.
Yep.
We're actually going to play a relevant game.
Oh, come on.
I know.
Come on.
This is Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor.
Okay.
I bought this game day of release because I thought it looked pretty awesome, and it's pretty awesome.
Yep. All right, so you're Nagzuga the Puny?
No. Oh. I'm going to go kill Nagzuga the Puny.
Okay. Are you supposed to say that slowly?
I guess so.
Nagzuga the Puny.
Whatever. So, this is kind of like
dun.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Meets Batman Arkham games.
Okay.
Meets Grand Theft Auto.
Nice.
You can kind of go wherever you want.
All right. So
and
where's the hookers is what I want to know.
These guys.
Nice.
You can pick them up, have sex with them, then chop their heads off.
Nice.
Yeah. And they bleed that nice orc black blood.
Yeah. Say that 5 times fast.
Orc black blood, orc black blood, orc black blood, orc black blood, orc black.
It's not like you were saying Urlacher by the end of it.
Urlacher.
Nice.
So, okay, so the point of this game, I don't want to give too much of the story away, not that it's super story heavy, but basically you're like really PO'd at all these orcs for doing some pretty terrible shit to you. And I guess I have to tell you, in order to explain that some of the way the game works, is that you die at the very beginning.
Okay.
But instead of like going to heaven or hell, you're banished from death. And you're like, your soul is sort of united with one of those like weird wraiths, like from the Lord of the Rings universe.
Okay.
So he's kind of inhabiting your body, and he gives you these extra like wraith-like powers. For instance, if I hit this button, I look like him.
Okay.
He's kind of creepy looking.
So it's Soul Reaver.
Yeah. And I can see through walls and see where all the orcs are going and shit.
Nice.
So it's a kind of a...
So that's kind of why it's Batman Arkham-ish.
Exactly. And the combat's pretty similar too.
Okay.
Beyond that, though, what really makes this game kind of interesting is there's this, which is, they call this the Nemesis system.
Okay.
So around Mordor, there are all these camps of orcs, and the camps are led by these different captains. The first row here are like the measly captains, not the Weasley captains.
Okay.
We're not playing Quidditch.
All right.
And then the second row, they're a little tougher. The third row, they're pretty tough. And all the way in the back there, in the shadows, are the like 5 or 6 war chiefs that I haven't even gotten to yet.
Okay.
These guys who are completely silhouetted in black, I've never encountered them, so I don't know where they are or who they are. But these ones, I can kind of zoom in on, and I can see this dude hangs out in the Durthang outskirts. I can mark him as my target, and then I can go find and kill him, and then he will be dead.
Okay.
Now, where it gets really kind of fun and interesting is that if they kill me, since I'm banished from death, I don't actually die. I just kind of go back to the checkpoint. But they can become a captain themselves. So what's really interesting is these NPCs that like typically have no names and aren't anybody, they kill you and all of a sudden they become bosses, basically.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Also,
so there is kind of even though you don't die, there is still an incentive to not die.
Right. And actually, just for shits and giggles, I'm going to go die so you can see what happens, because it's kind of cool. So here's some guys. I'll let these guys kick the shit out of me. Come on, dudes. Let's have a fight.
Also, the game looks kind of incredible.
Looks incredible?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a really good looking game. And on the left there is my health under the map, kind of. And I'm about to die. And I can do things like a last save kind of thing.
Okay.
But
I will build my career on the back of maggots like you.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
So, now Felgrat, his power increased, and he's going to become a captain. And he gets a little title. Felgrat the Slaughterer.
Okay. So why is everybody's power increasing?
Every time you die, time passes.
Oh.
And
nice.
as time passes, not only do you affect the world, but they affect the world themselves. They fight each other to get more powerful and whatnot. And they gain power. Like, let's see. You can see here, Rash the Poisoner, Elite Captain, power rank 8. If I kill him, I get his 8 power.
Nice.
Which I'll go into that a little later, but okay, so now I come back because once again, banished from death, can't die, so let's go kick some ass.
So it's the game world is going on whether you're there or not. So it's kind of like Animal Crossing.
In a way, but I mean it doesn't continue while you turn the game off.
Okay.
It doesn't keep track of like when you played last.
So if you don't play the game for a year, like the game doesn't look like a year's passed.
Right. Now, also, you can do this, which I like. You get your bow and arrow.
Oh, shit.
Yep. There we go. So you can take them out that way. Obviously, you saw the normal combat.
Yes. Normal combat!
It's just like two dudes pushing back at each other. Dude, what's up? What's up? What's up? Dude, I respect you, bro. Come on. All right, let me see if I can find somebody that I can go stealth up on. There we
I
go.
can stealth somebody. Someone like him.
Here we go.
Nice.
You know you like that. Oh, yeah.
I do. All right, I'm sold.
So now, as you can see on the left there, I made some XP.
Yeah.
So here, I can use my XP to buy upgrades, like critical strikes. And stealth drain.
Nice.
So I can do all kinds of cool shit. And then, as you can see also at the top, there's that power meter.
Yeah.
I can't unlock these tiers until I up my power meter, which I do by killing captains who give me power.
Okay.
So you want to kill tough captains to get more power, but certain ones are just too hard for you at low levels.
All right.
So what I'll do is let's find an easy one. Let's go kill the guy that just killed me, because fuck him. So we'll go find him. And the easiest way to do that is you go into this mode. And you can kind of walk around. And he'll turn red. But he's nowhere near. So I'm going to have to go find him.
What'd that say ages then?
Because I can, like, vault over, like, rocks and shit and get a speed boost. Ah, fight all these guys. That's fine. And you can do all kinds. This is kind of what made me make it seem like it was Batman-ish.
Oh, yeah, and the counterattack thing pops up.
Right.
Which, honestly, if every game just copied the Batman Arkham battle system, I'd be fine with
Right.
that.
Life could be a lot worse.
Until the end of time,
Right.
I'm fine with that.
And what's kind of fun is it's almost exactly the same, except he's a lot more fucking brutal than Batman is.
Yeah.
So you get, chop all their heads off and shit like that. It's kind of cool. There we go.
Nice.
And you'll get all kinds of... Oh, and okay, see that just popped up? Vendetta available?
Yeah.
So it's got that kind of Dark Souls weird multiplayer where you're not playing with others, but they're around you. So someone else, some other real-life player, just got killed by a captain, and I can go avenge him.
Oh, okay.
So that's what the Vendetta is for. There we go. Aw.
I wonder what was the first game to do that, because I know Fable 2 or 3 did something like that, where there's like all these orbs around. They're like other players or something.
Yeah. Okay, so here's a captain.
Couldn't even bother to finish the job proper. You're an amateur.
Alright, so we're going to take him on. He's pretty tough, though, I'm pretty sure. So we'll see if I'm able to... He might kick the shit out of me. We'll see. But the other thing is, like, unlike Batman, like you get really, really overwhelmed. Like there gets to be so many guys sometimes.
It's not like Batman where even when there's 30 guys, you have it pretty well handled.
No, not at all. Like you really need to run. Oh, now I got 2 captains. This is probably not going to go well for me at all.
Now, do the captains...
Oh, I'm dead already. Damn it, he got me.
Does the gameplay change up, or is it the same basic attack and parrying? It's just a lot harder.
It's the same attack and parrying, but a lot harder. But also, you can... Instead of just running into battle, finding a captain and fighting him, you can kill other guys and get intel.
Okay.
And they all have strengths and weaknesses. So if you prey on their weaknesses, like some of them can be stealth killed in one hit, no matter how tough they are. Okay. Some of them are weak against like archers, so you can shoot them with your bow. And then you can even ride these like giant cat-like beast things. Some of them are scared of those. So there's more to it than just rushing in and hoping you do okay.
Okay.
But like actual combat-wise, it is kind of the same.
Who are you, Wraith? What do you want with me?
If I have a name, I do not remember it. The Black Hand called to me from across the void, and I came.
Yeah, and see, there's like all the story going on between you and this wraith that's like effectively like in your body with you, but a lot of that is kind of, I haven't really gotten that far yet.
Okay.
Oh, come on, kill him. If I have any gripes with this game, it's that sometimes the combat, like, because it's all open worldy and it's not like scripted encounters, they kind of like run into shit sometimes, and they're...
So now, is there anything else to this game besides just everything you said? Like, is there things you do? Like, you have to like go into the castle and find some shit? And
yeah.
So it's not just like a big battle arena?
No. So like, okay. So there's other side missions like this, the Mithril Blade.
Oh, so this is like kind of the Assassin's Creed kind of part.
Right.
There's just always tons of shit to do.
Right. You go to these different blue areas, these forge towers, I guess they're called.
Okay.
And that's effectively like the crow's nests in Assassin's Creed.
Gotcha.
So like these areas I haven't opened up yet. But yeah, you'll get more missions. You'll get like... The orcs hold prisoners, so you can go free the prisoners. And it all gives you more like XP and stuff to spend on like more abilities. So effectively, the more side shit you do, the more badass you can become.
Okay. Now, do you have a problem with a game like this that's kind of like, you know, the cool shit from 5 different games put into one game? Because I remember like when Darksiders came out,
yeah,
it was kind of like, yeah, this is Zelda and God of War put together.
Right.
But like most people were like, but who cares because it's a good game.
Right.
So is that kind of how you feel about games in general? Like it doesn't matter as long as the game itself is good?
Yes. Made especially more true by the fact that like it seems like lately like games have been struggling to just be good at all.
Right.
Like there's been a lot of games that have come out that seem like they should have been good and were just shit. So I don't really care what a game does to be good anymore. I just want a good game.
Right.
And I'm not a huge Lord of the Rings fan. It's all right. Like I like the first 3 movies before they turned The Hobbit into like 15 movies or whatever.
Yeah.
But so I didn't go into this game like, oh, it's a Lord of the Rings game, I got to play it. I just heard that it was a really cool game with great execution, and that's what I wanted to play.
Yeah.
So the fact that it's a lot like Batman meets Assassin's Creed is not a problem for me.
And yeah, the thing I don't understand is people who would complain about that. Like,
Right.
all right, so Darksiders is kind of like mature Zelda.
Yeah.
Well, there's like one Zelda game every 8 years. So if in between there's like another game that's decent that's like Zelda, why
Right.
is that a bad thing?
Right. And also, like, isn't all modern music like that.
Well, basically, yes.
I mean, like, you know,
yeah, like
Elvis was the blues,
Right.
which
Every like pop rock band is the Beatles.
right,
So I mean, yeah. I mean, obviously, I don't want every game to be that. I don't
Right.
want every game to be the same 5 games. You know, pastiched in different ways.
right, right,
But yeah, when it's, I don't think every game has to reinvent itself, and I think it's evolution more than it's like aping shit. Like
Right.
like Batman the developers of Arkham City or Asylum, whichever one was first,
Right.
like developed an awesome battle system.
Yes.
So that should become the standard for battle systems.
right.
Like I think if you're making a game, you shouldn't be like, well, that's like the flawless battle system, but we want to do something different.
Right. Well, and kind of going along with that too is like that's the difference between invention and innovation.
Well, yeah.
You know?
Right.
Dude, look at that head. Holy shit. Is it still going? No. Damn it.
It got stuck in the shrubbery.
But yeah, I mean, that's definitely... To me, there's nothing wrong with taking what someone else did and improving on it. Or...
I mean, honestly, like, as much as I love Quentin Tarantino,
Yeah.
that's pretty much his entire career.
Right.
Is he's taken 70s move cinema
Right.
and kind of just reinvented it in his own kind of unique way.
Right.
He's never done anything that was like, oh my god, I've never seen anything like that before. But who gives a shit?
Right. And what I said about music, wouldn't you say that also probably applies to most films too? Is that Tarantino's not the only guy doing that sort of thing?
Of course not. Yeah, how often, every, 20 years, you see a movie that's like something like The Matrix that just reinvents shit?
Right.
But that can't happen all the time.
Right.
Every third movie can't be that groundbreaking.
Right.
It just can't.
And even in The Matrix's case, where that was pretty groundbreaking, it's not like the sequels were.
Well, no, of course not.
I mean, at best, The Matrix Reloaded is all right, and The Matrix Revolutions is pretty terrible.
Yeah.
So, as groundbreaking as one thing might be, it's really difficult to make sequels that are just as good and not be the exact same thing.
Right.
Like, because you could say, like, Arkham Asylum is groundbreaking, but then you really can't say that about Arkham City because it's more Arkham Asylum.
Well, and really, if you think about Arkham Asylum is kind of took a lot from Assassin's Creed.
Right.
So,
yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you could just keep going back and back and back, and it never ends.
Right.
Until you're back at, like, the first ever, like, action-adventure game,
Right.
Every first-person shooter goes, like, all the way back to, like, Wolfenstein 3D or,
Right.
or whatever. Every platform game goes back to Mario.
Right, yeah. Come on, Gianna sisters, let's be honest.
That's right.